Hi, and welcome to Crypto Crazy. I'm Cal, and today I'm going to talk to you about Safemoon. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you would have seen that I did make my first Safemoon video just over 3 weeks ago. So in this one, what I do want to bring to you is how the project has changed. And I think it's a good example how something that can be quite small within the crypto world can completely change in a small amount of time, just in the space of those 3 and a bit weeks, to having a completely different roadmap. The team is growing, there's a larger community behind it, and why it's still mooning. When I made my first video just that 3 weeks ago, I had written that it had 10x already in those 24 hours. And since then, depending on when you would have bought in on that day and where you are today in terms of price, it's pretty much 20 to 30x. So that's a considerable amount. This was the date that I published the video, on the 13th of March. And as you can see, since then, it has gone up a considerable amount. One thing I do want to bring to your attention that happens quite a lot in the crypto world, especially with some of these smaller projects, is the comments that I got on there and the questions that I was asked. Now, that video did exceptionally well in terms of views, so I thank you everyone for their support and the likes and the positive comments as well. But in terms of when it was going up, there was a lot of excitement and positivity, and when it was coming down, there were a lot of questions really asked about whether this was a good project to have got into. And one thing I do want to want you to bear in mind, it does go up quite and up and down quite a lot in the crypto world. Any coin really, it has a lot of volatility. So let's just have a look at what is different. So here, when I made the video, it talks about how the market cap was at 40.8 million. Now the market cap is considerably larger. Now this isn't updating. I think even last time they had a lot of problems with the traffic onto their website, and maybe that's a similar thing happening here. However, I had a look at that last night, and that was 1.2 billion, just over 1.2 billion. So as you can see, the market cap has pretty much about 30x since then, and the number of holders, just over 8,000, is now considerably larger at just over 230,000. So a great deal of people getting into this, getting behind it. The market cap has grown a significant amount. And the other thing that I just want to bring to your attention as well is just if you have a look at this sort of roadmap, it was very basic. Token conceptualization, market and listing on multiple exchanges, and then at the end of the year, it was talking about NFTs. Now, if we just go to the roadmap now, oops, sorry, that's the merge. If you just have a look at the roadmap here, and as you can see, it looks very different. They're talking about already getting onto multiple exchanges. They're talking about BPPOM here, Whitebit, and Bitmart. Now, these aren't the large ones, but this certainly allows more access to individuals. So the fundamentals of the coin haven't changed. If you're new to Safemoon and you're watching this for the first time, or watching one of my videos on Safemoon for the first time, it's very much about a deflationary coin, and 10% is taxed to those who are selling it, so they lose 10% of the value, and then 5% is redistributed, so it's auto staking, redistributed to those who hold it, so the amount, if you keep on holding it, continues to grow, and 5% is put into a liquidity pool, so the amount in circulation does go down. Now this is a great idea, and the only thing beyond that Safemoon was doing was that they were interested in looking into NFTs at the end of the year. So here in Q2, which we're in now, they're talking about NFTs, but they're talking about architecting an NFT exchange as well as video game integration. So it's growing broadly in terms of what it wants to do. It's talking about a Safemoon app, wallet, and games. So they're very much broadening what they're going to do. There's going to be a lot more utility of that coin, and even getting into African markets. charity drive, charity vote. There's a lot more. They're opening an office in the UK island and expanding the team by 35%. And they're going to have a crypto educational app. So great things that they're doing here. And it's certainly a lot more than they had planned. And that's all changed in the matter of weeks, especially as it's grown in all those ways that I mentioned. And here it mentions about getting into more larger exchanges, and I do believe they can do that. Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, some great places to be. They're talking about expanding the team even more, community meetups, which I think is great. And by the end of the year, even more so in terms of finishing that exchange and the charity product and more integration, and they're going to keep on growing as well. So they've got some great plans for this year in comparison to what they had planned before. So I think those are all great things. And if we just have a look at this is what I mentioned before, but again, I'll say it's 100% community driven. The people who created it weren't taking tokens at the start. If they wanted in on it, they had to buy it. So it's always been very, very fair. And this is what I was talking about, the automatic liquidity pool and the static rewards for holding it. And as you just saw a glance of it before as well, and I think this is what they've done very well in terms of the community. So this is just an example of it. They've got merchandise, so you can buy hoodies, t-shirts, other garments as well. But on top of that, as it just goes to show, like I mentioned, the number of holders as well, it's increased a great deal. And there's certainly more people talking about it, more people looking at it as well. And it's becoming more widely known and more widely available too. And just having a look at some of the new exchanges that they're on, like I was saying, BB Palm, Whitebit, Bitmart, they may not be as large as some of the other exchanges, but they do sell quite a lot in terms of volume on their exchanges. So just having a look at now, and people are probably thinking, well, is it too late? Should I wait? There's probably some people who were considering when it was down here at the beginning of this month, and since then it's pretty much shot up 5x. Now, the thing about Safemoon is that it has gone up to quite a large scale, 1.2 billion. However, the thing I will say is it's more so how much people want to get into it. We saw this with Dogecoin, and I mentioned this in my previous video too. It's not about what just the utility is, it's how people perceive it, it's how much the community get behind it as well, and what they think will come in the future. Now, if what Safemoon were offering has changed a great deal over these last few weeks, and they are offering a lot more in terms of their roadmap, I do believe that roadmap will evolve even more. They will certainly get more people involved in terms of the team. They will start getting new ideas. They may even start getting things done earlier as well. And as the community gets more involved as well, more meetups, more voting on decisions, there certainly may be even bigger things to come as well. So just considering it at around about a billion may not be that high. I mean, certainly it would have been great to get into it quite early, but I think if you've got it, it is great if you're holding it too, and you're getting auto stake rewarded for it as well for the people who are selling. And there's quite a lot of volume. I mean, 71 million is a lot of buying and selling happening. So those who are holding it will see what they have growing in size. And as it's getting burnt as well, or put into the liquidity pool, it's deflationary, that will automatically increase the price as well because there's less supply, even if it's the similar sort of demand as well. So there you have it. That's just an update on Safemoon, what they're doing different, why it's still increasing so much in price. As always, hopefully you found that useful, informative. Like I said, the last video certainly got a lot of support and views, so I just wanted to bring this out to you because I do know people like this project. They're very interested in this project. So do subscribe if you like these type of videos. I do bring out quite a wide range of views and new coins, and do check out some other videos as well. If you have any questions, please do ask in the comments. I always do try to answer them, and even if I don't know, I try to find out for you. So there you have it. That's the update on Safemoon, or if you're watching it for the first time, that's the Safemoon. Do have a look at my previous video too, just a bit of background, especially to do with the evolution of Safemoon in these last few weeks. I've been Cal, this is Crypto Crazy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.